As one of the most talked about couples on the program, Kirk and Rasheeda Frost's continuing conflict has taken center stage once again in the most recent season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and reality TV fans are agog with their comments. For years, Kirk and Rasheeda's relationship has been in the public eye, with millions of people witnessing its ups and downs. However, fans are becoming more outspoken about their grievances, with many stating, social media users who are disappointed by what they see as a rehashed plot about Kirk's adultery and the couple's subsequent attempts to patch things up haven't held back from publicly denouncing Kirk as a dishonest cheater. Wondering aloud if Kirk and Rasheeda are sticking with the show, some viewers have even stated that the couple's plot has become old, raising questions about why the duo keeps returning with the same drama every season. Despite the recurring nature of their problems, the most recent season has fueled the flames even more, especially with the now viral footage that has generated a lot of discussion on multiple internet forums. The clip in question features, in an emotionally charged discussion, Kirk, his ex-partner and the mother of his children, Jasmine Blue, and his wife Rasheeda sat down to talk about the boundaries and difficulties of co-parenting. This encounter exposed years of underlying tension, offering fans an unvarnished look at the nuances of the situation. The arrangement was an attempt to resolve past conflicts and create a healthier environment for the kids involved. Following infidelity, people have been analyzing every second of the video and discussing the intentions and motives of all parties involved. Many have expressed sympathy for Rasheeda and praised her perseverance and dedication to maintaining harmony for the benefit of the kids in spite of Kirk's behavior. Rasheeda's character as a wife attempting to keep her family together while negotiating challenging conversations with Jasmine speaks to many viewers especially. Others doubt her decision to stay in the marriage, arguing that Kirk's persistent behavior shows a lack of respect that would warrant ending the partnership, but others who have experienced similar difficulties in their personal lives. The conversations show a split among supporters, with some applauding Rasheeda's tenacity and others urging her to break out of what they see to be a destructive cycle. In contrast, the responses to Kirk have been considerably more severe. In the video, Kirk's behavior has been closely examined by admirers, who accuse him of causing needless suffering and instability to his family. They are quick to call him manipulative and unreliable. Scenes featuring Jasmine have further fueled the flames, with some viewers blaming Kirk for failing to set healthy limits, causing tension and diminishing the impact of his decisions on Rasheeda and their kids. More stress for Rasheeda. For many viewers, Kirk's actions are a recurring theme that has been repeated season after season, which leads them to believe that his return to the program is driven more by a desire to stay relevant than by a desire to. Co-parenting dynamics have also been discussed as a result of the sincere wish to alter the scenario, especially when infidelity and treachery are involved. For fans, the tension between Jasmine and Rasheeda symbolizes the awkward. The reality of merging families in trying times has led some people to applaud Rasheeda for her readiness to meet with Jasmine and bring harmony to the children. However, some believe that, in addition to highlighting the agonizing effects of Kirk's actions, the encounter has spurred more general discussions about forgiveness, accountability, and appropriate boundaries. With every new episode, viewers continue to comment on whether Kirk and Rasheeda's plot is changing or just repeating old wounds when a partnership encounters difficulties like infidelity as the season goes on. It's still being closely watched, with people evaluating their exchanges and wondering if their marriage will last. Many are interested to see if Kirk will finally take significant initiative to mend his relationship with Rasheeda, or whether this season would conclude with yet another unresolved cycle of distrust. For devoted viewers of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the plotline symbolizes the Frost relationship's tenacity as well as the continuous battle for development and transformation in their marriage. The viral video has ultimately rekindled discussions about loyalty, personal limits, and the difficulties of public partnerships, while some followers have become tired of the Frost drama. Others are still enthralled and curious to see how this chapter will play out. Whether fans are calling for Rasheeda's independence or applauding for a reunion, the Frost has remained a captivating representation of the hardships of love, betrayal, and forgiveness on the reality TV stage. Kirk, Rasheeda, and Jasmine Blue's latest encounter on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has brought back memories of Kirk's infamous cheating affair with Jasmine back in. For longtime fans, Kirk's most recent encounter with Rasheeda, a transgression that almost ended his marriage in 2017, is a sobering reminder of the suffering and turmoil that occurred when the scandal initially surfaced. Infidelity not only surprised fans but also placed Rasheeda in a difficult situation where she had to openly deal with her husband's behavior. The affair resulted in the discovery that Kirk had fed a kid with Jasmine, made Rasheeda doubt the foundation of her marriage, but they decided to stay together in the end. Since then, people have been debating this choice, with the reemergence of these concerns on this season. A lot of viewers are feeling frustrated and wondering why Kirk and Rasheeda keep bringing up their marital issues. As a result, people have started posting comments on social media in large numbers. Watchers are perplexed by the continuous cycle of Kirk's infidelity, reconciliation, and heightened tension with the marriage, who argue that the plot has reached its end and that it's time for them to either work out their differences in private or start a new chapter. There is a loud group of fans who are encouraging the show's producers and Kirk and Rasheeda themselves to look into why the pair is ready to repeatedly relive these upsetting situations on television. New tales implying that their recurring plot has grown monotonous and predictable, yet a devoted following that is still firmly committed to Kirk and Rasheeda's journey endures despite the growing weariness of certain followers. These viewers perceive Rasheeda's decision to struggle through her marriage's ups and downs as evidence of perseverance and the difficulties of long-term commitment. The Frost relationship, a model of commitment and forbearance, applauding her readiness to confront difficult subjects in public. These supporters value that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta doesn't sugarcoat the messier parts of relationships, and they think that Kirk and Rasheeda's tale is not just about infidelity, but also about the challenging circumstances faced by many people who have opted to stay and work through betrayal rather than leave after being betrayed. Rebuilding trust, setting boundaries, and figuring out how to co-parent successfully in particular situations can be challenging tasks. But as the discussion heats up, there is an increasing chorus of fans who believe Rasheeda should have a new chapter that leaves the shadow of Kirk's previous transgressions. Despite Kirk's transgressions, they contend that her achievements as a mother, rapper, and businesswoman merit greater recognition, implying that the program should showcase her career achievements and her role as entrepreneur and her influence in the Atlanta community. For many fans, seeing Rasheeda constantly cope with Kirk's previous adultery feels confining, and they wish the show would turn its attention to her strengths. Discussions concerning the effects of reality TV on relationships have also been triggered by the ongoing depiction of Kirk and Rasheeda's marital difficulties, which goes beyond the drama with Kirk. Some viewers question whether continuously reliving and broadcasting the burden of public scrutiny and the necessity to develop gripping tales may have added to the already complicated cycle of stress in their marriage, and these problems on the program have contributed to it. Some fans feel that Kirk and Rasheeda could resolve their problems more amicably if they took a break from the program, away from the cameras and the incessant fan opinions. The couple's decision to keep sharing these private issues may be impeding their development as a family, even though Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has long been recognized for the fact that sometimes privacy is necessary for healing. Despite being divisive, the ICE narrative reflects the difficulties and heartaches that many couples experience, and its unvarnished and unadulterated attitude to relationships has attracted the devoted following over the years. This relatability remains, although viewers have differing opinions regarding the story's longevity. For others, the familiarity of the Frost's problems adds to the show's appeal by offering a glimpse into the reality of love, forgiveness, and the challenging process of mending a relationship. It's a plot that appeals to viewers who have had such difficulties in their own relationships, reaffirming the notion that no relationship is flawless and that The most recent season has left fans split, with some demanding a change from Kirk and Rasheeda's clash plot, while others remain optimistic, thinking that their relationship will eventually overcome its own set of challenges. This issue has been heightened by the viral video of Kirk, Rasheeda, and Jasmine talking about their co-parenting arrangement. Journey provides insightful lessons in resilience, dedication, and the intricacies of family dynamics, demonstrating that the Frosts will continue to be a major theme of the show for better or worse, leaving fans to question if this chapter will provide closure or if the couple will once more find themselves in a difficult situation as the season goes on. Kirk and Rasheeda's narrative continues to captivate people regardless of their current position, provoking conversations on loyalty, personal development, and the particular difficulties of living in the spotlight. The most recent season of social media has been inundated with fan reactions to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, especially in regard to the Kirk and Rasheeda Frost plotline, which appears to be carrying on the turmoil around Kirk's adultery. Many of the comments show viewers' annoyance with Kirk's actions and Rasheeda's seeming acceptance of them. Fans are not holding back in expressing their shock that Rashid would support a man who has repeatedly embarrassed her. In a direct statement, one fan said, "This man looks a mess, sounds a mess, and is still lying and trying to cheat on you, Iko Rasheeda." This sentiment demonstrates how worn out fans are of seeing Rasheeda deal with Kirk's allegations, unfaithfulness season after season, creating the impression that Kirk hasn't changed, just become more reserved. One fan asked out loud if Kirk was still lying or if the lies had stopped. This query highlights a prevalent viewers' perception of Kirk's adultery has been consistent, with some suggesting that he has merely gotten better at hiding it. One remark made the amusing suggestion that Kirk hasn't ceased cheating, he has simply gained intelligence. With it and them grinning at one another too much, Rasheeda will always be the saddest person in history. Fans are clearly disappointed, with many believing that her decision to remain with Kirk has become a reoccurring theme that now evokes annoyance rather than compassion. Viewers have also attacked what they see as Rasheeda's readiness to tolerate Kirk's actions. One user went viral by saying that the only positive thing the Frost has introduced to the public is the peach cobbler French toast at Frost Bakery, which they added baby. It's excellent, but aside from that, we're exhausted. This fan keeps criticizing Rasheeda's choices by bringing up her history. The fan's comment lends a humorous twist to the discussion by implying that Rasheeda had to decide between staying with Kirk regardless of what he did and apologizing to K. Michelle. It also highlights that although viewers are worn out from witnessing Rasheeda's continuous forgiveness, fans may still appreciate the couple's businesses. During the current season, one of the most talked about sequences has been Kirk's on-screen exchange with Jasmine. Fans of Affair pointed out with contempt the supposedly amicable and lighthearted manner in which Kirk and Jasmine interact, with some believing that Kirk's smirk in these situations is insulting to Rasheeda. Fans who have followed the show's highs and lows believe that this scene best captures Kirk's unrepentant attitude about his crimes, Rasheeda's unwavering commitment to running their enterprises, and Preston Frost's willingness to help them. Fans have questioned why she still bears the burden of their family's obligations while Kirk seems to avoid responsibility, and viewers of the show have even examined Kirk's family, including his kid from his affair. One viewer cited a statement regarding Kirk's relationship with his children, stating that you never have to explain how involved or uninvolved they believe him to be with Jasmine's child. Fear that when he's around, he will receive the same amount of love and attention as his other children, but this viewer pointed out the fallacy in that sentiment by adding, "Okay, but he's not around," which is what Jasmine is saying, so Rasheeda, what are you talking about? This comment captures the bewilderment and annoyance supporters have with Rasheeda's persistent attempts to defend Kirk's actions, despite the fact that it seems like he isn't always there for all his. The caustic remark, Kirk must have hit a body for Rasheeda because there's no way, is one of the most popular and amusing remarks about children. It highlights how many fans are perplexed by Rasheeda's steadfast devotion to. Fans like Puss P. Newton, also known as Shan's Scheme, are joining the chorus of people who openly question why Rasheeda is staying by his side, with some speculating that there must be something monumental keeping her by his side considering the frequent drama and infidelity has stayed in spite of what they consider to be more than enough reason to go. And the plot of this season has caused a special blend of amusement, annoyance, and incredulity among viewers for many Kirk and Rasheeda's persistent relationship problems seem to be an endless circle that offers little development or closure, but still controls the narrative. Each season's audience responses show both their wariness and their keen interest in Rasheeda's decisions, with some fans who are cheering for her to become independent and others who accept that this dynamic might never change are equally outspoken in their praise of Frost Bakery's delectable offerings, wondering whether the Frost storyline will ever take a different turn due to their wariness with the couple's ongoing problems.